Fur cold queen, I believe you got a thing or two to teach me. And fur cold queen, I believe you give me something more to say.
Gran? Gran? Are you down there in the garden?
Treasure, how lovely.
Ray, I didn't know you were coming over today. You've lost weight. Again.
Hi, Gran. Forbia, I didn't realise that I had to communicate ahead of time if I wanted to come over here. What are you doing here anyway? Skiving work?
Why do you always have to be such a smart arse?
Girls, I will not have such bickering in my granny hut. It is an oasis of tranquillity, my quiet place. I will not abide noise disturbance.
We're hardly girls, Gran.
Yes, Gran. I'm sure that you are officially not allowed to call people girls when they are over 50.
Only just. You won't be far behind me, although you still haven't achieved any kind of maturity.
Whatever. Why do you have to be so mean all of the time? I've got years on you yet.
Anyway, treasures, can I get you both a cup of tea? It's 3 p.m. and I always have tea at 3 p.m.
Gran, are you still making tea using the water from the previous night's hot water bottle?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
But that's all been used up this morning, so I will be having to use the tap for this brew.
If Gran's tea is not good enough for you, Forbia.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Ray. I don't want cold, rubbery water in my tea. Just shut your...
Stop! If you two don't desist, I will be ejecting you both out and returning to my research on grafting mistletoe.
Mistletoe in June.
Yes, it takes a long while to cultivate. It won't be ready at Christmas or any Christmas if I don't get it grafted. I've chosen the right spot on the apple tree. There'll be no stopping me. I will open an online shop, Scottish Mistletoe.
Sounds great, Gran. I can't wait to see that.
This sounds like the ridiculous experiment with the eardrops you made all over again.
Yeah, what was it, Gran? Mullein flowers for treating earwax?
Yes, I mustn't have strained the liquid well enough after I mixed it together with a carrier oil. Muslin, that's what I should have used, not an old tea strainer.
Instead, you got recurrent ear problems for 6 months. The doctor said that you had an infection growing in your ear that looked like spidery fungus. He'd never seen the like.
This is correct. Although, on the plus side, it did mean that I designed my own special pillow with a hollow cut out of it so that I could lay down without having the agony in my ear making contact with the solid material.
Yes, the iBoo! I still have one of your prototypes. It's great for when I'm listening to my music in bed with headphones on. I can put my ear in the gap without it digging in my head.
Yes, I never did manage to get the patent, though. Too many other similar products, they said. Could take years to piece through them all.
I swear I'm the only logical one around here. The only one with any business sense. I keep hoping I was adopted.
So do we.
You definitely were not adopted. I was there at both of your births. Little bags of bones, the pair of you.
So, really, why are you at Gran's, Forbia? It's a Tuesday afternoon. This is unheard of.
Well, firstly, I came to finalise the plan for Gran's 90th birthday party at the weekend.
As discussed previously, not happening.
And also, what I came to say is that I'm taking a sabbatical to have some me time.
You won't last 5 minutes without a mountain of emails to look scornful at.
And that is kind of the point, Ray. I need a break. I have executive burnout. I need to regroup, so they said.
Bloody hell. How the mighty have fallen.
Oh,
You're going to join a group, darling. What kind of group? You can't even sing.
not a group. Regroup. Start again. Work out who I am. Spend time in, nature and things.
You hate nature and the great outdoors. You always say that it's for poor people who can't afford gym membership.
Well, I've changed. Changing. I don't know, but I'm taking a break. Bernard suggested it.
Bernard? The new boss person they flew in from Albuquerque, was it?
Aberystwyth?
Same thing. Yes, him.
He suggested that I take some time, look at my life goals. After working there for 23 years, he thinks I need a new perspective.
Oh.
So, what is it you're going to do?
I don't know yet. This is my first day of changing.
You will never change.
Well, thanks for your support.
Girls, I mean it. Play nicely. You were much better friends when you were younger.
That was before she became such a judgmental bigot who thinks anyone who doesn't share her very uptight views and values is a lesser person who should be pitied and ridiculed.
You were always just so unusual and awkward and difficult to please. Always doing and saying strange things. Everyone thought so. Everyone.
Forbia, you leave your sister alone. You know that this line of attack is well out of bounds. And for every one so-called strange thing Ray does, I do 25, which makes her paled into insignificance. Let me be the bellwether of all things weird, my girl. For I know how to set a standard, and trust me, I cannot be rivalled. I will not tolerate mean tongues, and you very well know that. Don't fire out your pain at Ray. You face up to it and own it like the rest of us. No shortcuts. Be honest. I've no time for this.
Fine. I've got a lot on my plate. Oh, never mind.
Are you serious? You have some time off, Forbia?
Yeah. 6 months.
Holy shit! Okay.
Is there anything I can do for you, Ray? Do you need help with anything?
Me? You want to help me? That's an interesting segue. Okay. Slightly suspicious, but not really. I'm not sure how you could help me. I'm not being funny, I don't really... Wait. I have a job interview this afternoon.
Isn't your job going for job interviews?
Very funny. You know I like job interviews, especially when I've never done the job before and have to wing it all. Google a bit of the jargon and see if I can pull it off.
You know you're insane, right?
Nope, not taking that label. I just like adrenaline.
And corporate inductions. You must be the most inducted person in Scotland.
This is perhaps true.
What happened to your last job? Pallets, wasn't it? Logistics?
No, that was a couple of jobs back. My last one was writing content for a travel company.
That sounds more like you. You always did write strange stuff, but still. Why'd you leave?
Well, I didn't really want to, but I had a meltdown in the office.
Oh dear. That's not acceptable.
Acceptable. You say it like it was a choice, like I purposefully did it. It comes on, like heat rising. It takes over me. I couldn't help it. Would you like to get stuck on a sentence over and over again in front of your colleagues, and then the white-hot anger that brings frustrated tears, and no one steps over to walk you away to somewhere quiet where you can reset and calm down? They say, shall we call the police?
Quite. I don't blame them.
Is she dangerous? Oh, she's just not right. So yes, I left that job. I saved them the trouble of firing me.
Aha.
So off we go again for a few more months until I get whacked again for being unacceptable.
You're going to have to get control of your actions and stop it. Take some pills or something.
Forbia, haven't I made myself clear enough? I will not have you speak to Ray like this. Saying get control of it shows your absolute ignorance around autism and ADHD. I suggest that you put that almighty brain of yours to good use and do some research. Learn something actually useful. And if you would like to know about taking control of actions, let me tell you about the time I had a silent meltdown in 1963 with Megan Peakin.
Megan Peakin. Is that a name?
Do not interrupt. Megan Peakin. We were at a picnic. Oh, such a stupid idea, picnics. I'd taken along a cushion to sit on, no food, but my cushion, a blue one, that I'd sewed myself with stars and moons on it. I'd left it by the picnic box and gone to buy a lemonade from the kiosk, and when I returned, she was sitting upon it.
Ew.
All sweet and innocent, with unevenly shaved legs, plain as day.
Ooh.
Now, as you both know, due to my broken coccyx, I cannot sit directly on a hard floor. Cannot. I stood looking at her, chatting away as if she'd every right in the world to be sitting on my stars and moon cushion. I didn't know what to do. I considered throwing my lemonade, which was a decentish plan, but realistically, I was too far away to ensure that the liquid would hit her full in the face, and besides, I had to consider the fabric.
Fair point.
I needed a distraction, something subtle but effective to get her off my cushion that didn't involve me actually having to talk to or interact with anyone. For by this point, I was utterly unable to speak.
What did you do?
Shh! Oh, I was starting to feel desperate. I needed my cushion. It became all-encompassing. My cushion, mine. I had to hold my breath to stop the heat in my body.
Uh-oh.
So I looked around and saw that she'd parked her car not far away. I walked over to her pride and joy.
Oh, I can't bear this.
I gave the door a go, and it opened. I leaned in and took the handbrake off, closed the door, and gave the boot a gentle push, and slowly walked back to the picnic area.
Well, then what happened?
I got my cushion back.
No, what happened to the car?
It took 3 trucks and a winch to get it out of the park pond. And made the papers.
Gran, you badass.
Well, I don't think they have pills for that phobia.
I don't even know what to say.
So don't. Ray, darling, tell us. What's the job interview for today?
Maps.
Maps.
Yes. Digitisation of county series maps for an online collection.
What do you know about maps?
Well, more than you'd think after 2 hours of research last night. I just have to remember to say cartilage and land ties a lot. Oh, come on, you can give me a lift.
Great! You 2 girls go together. That'll be nice.
Where are we going?
West End, near Byers Road. Parking's rotten, so you can drop me.
Okay. Gran, is there anything that you need doing? Can I help you at all?
Yes, you can both leave now. I've had enough noise for one day. Be gone, the pair of you. Good luck, Ray. I want to go back to my seeds. Oh, now, where did I put them?
See you at the car.
Ray! Over here! Oh, God. Ray! Yes! Over here, you idiot!
Hey, I didn't know you were going to wait.
I've been circling the block for the last 20 minutes. So, how did you get on?
Oh, fantastic. I've agreed to drive Doogie's campervan up to Crevy for him.
What? Doogie interviewed you?
Doogie? No, he's an artist. I bumped into him outside before I went in, so I was entirely distracted throughout. The map thing, sounds dull.
Oh, you don't think you got it then? What did you do wrong?
Well, nothing. They were very pleased with my responses and asked me for my availability.
Really? They were? Wow. When did you start?
No, I told them that I didn't want it.
What? Why? You don't have a job, a pension, any security. What on earth are you thinking?
Well, Doogie is going to pay me 300 quid to drive his clapped-out campervan up to Crevy. Some other artist wants it for a sculpture or something. So I'll do that.
But that's not a job, Ray. That's a favour. I don't know what to say. You are always so irresponsible.
Well, sometimes life just puts opportunities in front of you and you have to take them. See the adventure in things. It'll be fun. Anyway, that office sucked. It was too brown, open plan, and had low ceilings and fluorescent lights. You know, they suck minerals out your head. I couldn't have worked there. You know I couldn't.
Seriously? But the campervan, what if it breaks down? What will you do then? It doesn't sound very safe.
Safe? Who wants safe? So, I was thinking, seeing as you are at a loose end,
Oh, God. What?
why don't you come with me?
No chance. I can't. That's just crazy.
Give me one good reason why you can't. Apart from you're scared to.
Well, to start with,
Exactly. And besides, I need your engineering skills. You used to help Grandad with his cars in the workshop. You should come in case I do break down. It's your duty, really, as my sister.
I'm speechless. That was years ago. I was a kid.
And this campervan is so ancient, I bet you'd recognise the bits under the bonnet. No computer nonsense. Come on. Say you will.
And what about Gran? It's her 90th birthday this weekend, remember? We were going to have a party.
No, you were. She hates people and parties and attention. She wouldn't have gone. Neither would I. She would rather be sat by the sea, watching the waves with a hot chocolate.
Well, it might be a plan to take Gran to the sea then. A beach, Largs perhaps. It's not too far in the car. This is a massive birthday and we're the only family around here.
There is sea in Crevy.
Oh, Ray, seriously, why am I even having this conversation with you? It's lunacy. We don't like each other enough to be locked in a campervan together for 2 days. We can't even make a cup of tea without a major dispute and broken cups.
Great. So I'll pick you up on Friday at 2 o'clock. That's when I get the keys. You have a chat with Gran. Sell the idea to her. Thanks for the lift.
Crevy, in a campervan, with my chaotic sister and my seriously random Gran. Gran, have you heard these wee horrors?
What, dear? Oh, those. Yes, darling, they are little bastards.
Banging in your door like that? I've a good mind to... Come back here, you wee coward! You're not taking my Gran, do you? I thought not. Get to...
Feel better for that, dear?
I hate it, Gran. No one should talk to you or treat you like that. We shites.
Leave it, doll. They do it all the time. I find that ignoring them works best. I've tried various trips and traps over the years. Their parents don't like it. In fact, their parents were once the door knockers. There's just no point. It's just a game of ring, bang, scoosh.
Gran, you know it's not.
Leave it, dear.
But seriously, this is harassment. They're on your property. I could get you an alarm, security lights.
Love, all of this is true. Your concern is... It's touching, I'm sure, but really, it's best on everyone to just leave them be. Now, what is it you wanted? I'm in the middle of many, many things and about to start a multitude of others.
Sorry, Gran. Yes, of course. Well, it was just about your birthday on Sunday.
Oh, yes. No, thank you.
What? I haven't even suggested anything yet. I wasn't going to talk.
Well, as much as I don't really appreciate the gesture, I'm going to have to just say no to you.
Gran, let me at least tell you what the idea was.
OK, but you'll have to hurry because treacle doesn't like to boil them.
Right, yes. Well, so Ray has this crazy errand to run. Well, a campervan to run, actually, up to Crevy. She has suggested we all go, all three of us.
Eh?
A road trip where we all do an overnight on the way up and end up in Crevy for your birthday on the beach. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Crevy in Aberdeenshire?
Yeah, northeast coast.
196 miles away, Crevy.
Yes, it probably is that, depending on the route. You could go east coast via Perth, Dundee, Aberdeen, but it's nonsense. You're not up to a trip like that.
aren't I? Crevy. Yes, Crevy. Right. Or you could go through Aviemore and the Cairngorms, which would make more sense.
More sense? No sense.
If you wanted to talk to Scotland's only resident mistletoe expert and very old friend of mine in Glencoe.
Well, I suppose you could go up the middle and through Glencoe.
Why didn't you just say that, darling? You'd get on much better in life, love, if you just got to the point and say what you mean. Then I didn't always have to guess. OK, sweetie. I'll get it all set up and email me the details. I will let Sugar know that I am coming.
Sugar? So wait, Gran. Are we going to Crevy?
You all right back there, Gran? Plenty of room for you?
Yes, well, seems very nice. Very cosy. I remember being in one of these in 1970 with Dolly Irvine at the Isle of Wight Festival. What is it they say? If the vans are rocking, don't come knocking.
Gran, no. I can't believe it. 1970, I would have been 1, meaning you were, nearly 40? What were you doing at a festival at nearly 40? I'm shocked.
Oh, same as everyone else, trying to get a glimpse of Jim Morrison. The Doors, darling. Oh, he could certainly light my fire.
Brilliant.
It was raucous. There was an actual fire on stage. It was out of control. What an atmosphere.
And where was poor Grandad when you were off gallivanting with Dolly what's-her-name?
Oh, I don't know. Doing whatever it is that men do. Your mum was around. She kept an eye on him. Not that he ever did anything worth keeping an actual eye on. We had an absolute riot.
And did you see him, Gran? Jim?
Oh, we certainly did. 500,000 people crammed in, and they did not disappoint us.
Did it not stress you out, all of those people? You don't even like going to the supermarket, Gran, because of the crowds and noise.
Darling, back then, drugs were a lot safer and tastier. I actually found they helped me to stay centred. A nice, slow smoke set me up for the day.
Oh, my God.
But you can't get it now. Not like you could then. It's all, synthetic, not the real stuff. I think that's half the problem today. No decent grass.
Oh, Gran. I would have loved to see that. My Gran getting stoned with Dolly Irvine in the Doors.
It was brilliant. It's where I discovered I could play the harmonica.
I didn't know that. When do you play? I've never heard you.
When it rains, hey, Gran?
Oh.
Yes, sweetie. Always when it rains. I found one laying on the floor of the van after we got back. Someone must have left it. The people were always leaving things. So I picked it up, sat in the front seat of the van, parked in the driveway. The Glasgow rain was coming down heavy. I put it to my lips and began to suck in the notes. Yeah, it was as if the rain brought the music to me. I had no real idea what I was doing. I just followed the direction of the sounds.
Well, it is fascinating what you learn on a road trip, especially when you're still parked up with 247 miles to go. God only knows what revelations await. Are we ready? Can we get going, Ray?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes. See? All is well. Sounds like a dream. Right, you two. Buckle up. Glencoe via the Trossachs. Here we come.
Tally ho! Has anyone got anything to eat?
No, Gran. You've eaten both my sandwiches and my crisps.
Chewing gum any good?
Chewing gum, indeed. I need proper sustenance. Oh, any chance of a stop? We've been on the road for hours. I'm wriggly. And my divining rods need something static to point at.
It's been 90 minutes, Gran, but I take your point. Hey, Ray, we're a few miles off Tyndrum. Why don't we make a stop there and stretch our legs and grab some food?
Yeah, sure. I could murder a cup of tea.
And I'm hoping that there will be a phone signal. HR have been trying to get hold of me. Maybe they've considered my application for the board seat. Maybe they want me to go back in.
I thought you were off work, having a break.
Sabbatical, yes. It's not like a holiday, but yes, a break. I'd applied for a seat on the board, an expression of interest, as they call it. Oh, damn thing. I haven't had a signal in miles. Maybe they've got Wi-Fi at the services.
Well, we are about to find out. If you need any welly boots, here's your chance.
Oh, fantastic. I so need to get myself out of here.
Cool, let's do this.
Yes, I am already picking up the Wi-Fi, yes.
Here we go. Didn't you want anything to eat, love?
No, I'm okay. I just wanted a green tea. I hate to go a few hours without one. I carry decaf green tea bags in my inside pocket. People mostly don't have them. So.
Oh, that's wise. I carry turpentine with me for that same reason.
Yeah, it's just good planning. Do you ever worry, Gran, about people thinking that you're, a bit odd, a bit different?
At my age, baby cheeks, you don't tend to give much of a fuck about most things. And to be honest, people's opinions are not high up on my list of concerns.
Yeah, I kind of support that idea in principle. But I do find myself caring, probably too much. I was hoping that once I got my diagnosis that I'd be more relaxed and able to be.
I know. You put a lot of faith behind that diagnosis process. And cash, I might add. I was hoping it might have given you the closure that you so wanted, but a label's just a label. 8 letters won't make the world a better place. God knows I know that, little fish.
Yeah, I got the 8 letters autistic and a bonus 4 ADHD. Even with that, people still think I'm just being difficult.
I know. I hear you, my lovely little sweetheart.
Have you ever considered it, Gran? Getting a diagnosis?
A diagnosis of what? Love, if they start asking me questions, God only knows what they'll find out. And I'm a bit late to fix, don't you think? Besides, I'm happy with who I am now. Maybe if you'd asked me that when I was 20, I might have answered you differently, and then maybe at 50. I had a rough patch then, but, well, on the whole, I've always done what the fuck I wanted. And mostly that's turned out okay.
You know what I mean? We've talked about this before. You being autistic. Finding out for sure.
I know. But what's the point at my age? I'm not going to get special support at school now, am I? I just got by being quiet and being helpful around the classroom. Make no sudden moves, attract no attention, distract the teacher with incoherent tales of my adventures when she asked me a question. Worked a treat. They all left me alone.
I know, of course. But don't you think it's important to stand up and be counted? As a woman, as an autistic woman? They say 1 in 100 people are autistic in the UK, but most of them are men. Historically, women haven't been diagnosed. We're just left to deal with it in private. But we need to be counted. And if we can, we need to stand up so that other women like us can find support too.
I don't want to be a number. Never have, never will.
Gran.
So in a nutshell, no, I am not interested in your offer and I'm offended at the question. No. And I will be taking legal advice before I talk to you again. Goodbye. Bastards.
Ouch. Who was that?
HR. The sheer cheek of it. I have worked there for 23 years.
What happened? Didn't they offer you the board position?
They want me to consider a package.
A package?
Yeah. It's corporate for take this money and F off.
Oh.
We've had your blood and sweat from you and now we don't want you here anymore.
Wow. Did they say that you've done something wrong?
Wrong? I haven't done anything wrong. That's not the point. I don't fit anymore. I need a cigarette.
You don't smoke.
Oh, don't I? Don't I? Well, there are many things that I haven't done that maybe I should have done.
Forbia, smoking kills.
Oh, thanks for that, Gran.
Bollocks. Okay. Well, maybe we can help you make a plan. They sound like a shit company to work for anyway.
Ray, it's all I know. I spent most of my adult life working there. What will people think? How will I face anyone? I don't know how to do anything else. Corporate finance. I'm not like you. I can't just skip around jobs reinventing myself every 10 minutes.
Well, I'm sure something will come up, and you said they would give you some cash. Maybe you could start your own business. Travel, meditate, find what moves you.
Are you crazy? I can't do things like that. Shit.
Come on, let's get out of here. This isn't helping. Shit.
Oh, are you kidding?
Nope. Oh. There's a toolkit under the seat. Let's get this engine open.
What? Me?
Well, I told you. It's why I wanted you to come. It wasn't for your accountancy skills. That's agreed.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. So, orientate yourself. Engine, windscreen wash. That's all I know. It's yours from here.
Thanks. It's been years, and I was a granddad.
Remember, you can do this.
Okay. Try starting the engine again. Let me watch it turn.
Okay.
Right. I've got an idea. I need a hammer.
Hammer. Okay, toolbox.
Got it. Right. Try it now.
Yes! Amazing!
You're telling me? Wow! Starter motor, carbon build-up. It's classic.
Nice one! Impressive.
Now, when you two have finished messing about, can we get going now? We have mistletoe to discuss.
Oh, of course, Gran.
We are out of here.
I thought we would never get here.
It wasn't that bad, Gran. I didn't want to stop again after last time.
Whoa. This place is amazing. Is it a farm? A holiday let? What is it?
Well, it's like a retreat of sorts, run by Sugar, and what she doesn't know about mistletoe.
Well, she is very lucky. It's beautiful out here. Do they do glamping? I might consider that.
Says the urbanite. Do you want me to come in with you, Gran? Give you a hand?
No. No need. I'm fine on my own. She said you could hook the van up here at the front. See that electric point over there? Yep, and there's water over there. She gets lots of travellers coming here.
Great. I saw a fish and chip shop in the village we drove through. Fancy a walk there, Forbia, after you've hooked the van up?
Me? Oh, good. Okay. Right, sounds like a plan. Gran, don't we get to meet this Sugar character then?
Bye, lovely. See you in the morning.
Bye, Gran.
Yes, bye. Why is she always so elusive?
Well, she doesn't like people asking questions. Or more to the point, she doesn't like answering them.
Everyone just does exactly what they want in our family. Whatever it is, no matter how extreme, except me. Good old reliable me.
Poor you in the minority. Oh, that must suck for you.
What a family we come from. Well, what's left of it.
Oh, come on, don't begrudge Mum and Dad their life in the Spanish sun. And we love living close to Gran.
So they did exactly what they wanted.
Stop being so angry at everyone else for doing what they want. Just do what you want. You don't even know, do you?
I've absolutely no idea anymore. I feel like the bottom has just fallen out of my world.
You've had a shock, that's all.
You've always had such confidence. Despite the anarchy that is your life, you have no right to be so cocky. You haven't exactly done anything with yours.
Well, nice, Forbia. Nice. Thanks a right lot. I'm not as confident as you think. I have dilemmas too, you know.
Like what? Like which alternative milk to drink today?
I'm trying to help you. I'm just saying that not everything is so cut and dried.
Like what? Tell me your big, life-changing dilemma.
It doesn't matter.
Don't be like that. Come on, what is it?
I can't have you take the piss about it. I just can't.
Okay. Talk to me.
When I get back to Glasgow, I've promised myself that I will make a decision. A big decision.
Go on, I'm all ears.
5 years ago, before I went for my autism diagnosis, I had a round of IVF treatment and froze 6 of my eggs.
You did? Really?
I only told Gran. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. I kind of thought that one day I would want to have a baby. But the time wasn't right and the doctor said to get a move on as I was getting older. So I froze them before... Before I got my result. It's going to sound stupid, but I didn't want my eggs to know, to overhear. I wanted them to be innocent of the outcome, to not know that I was autistic, and that, well, if they didn't know, then they wouldn't necessarily be autistic. They would be frozen as any other egg would, you know, oblivious to their labels, free to be whatever they are.
Okay. So I have many things I want to ask you. I had no idea you wanted to be a mum to start with. Tell me, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but what would your reasons be for not wanting them to be autistic?
Well, it's not that I don't want them to be autistic. I mean, I don't know. I've had such a hard time. Being different my whole life and no one understanding or giving me any latitude. And then when I did find out, being dumped by Jane for my social anxiety, my inability to cope with loud noises and strong smells, with people coming to my house, even when it's prearranged, because I can't open the door when it comes to it. I can't have you in my house. It's like letting you into my head, letting you walk upon my exposed and sticky brain cells, my private space. No, get out. It cripples me. People trying to make changes to my life. And I don't think that's okay. She said, Ray, autism is not an excuse for your bad behaviour.
Well, sometimes I have to say, I do wonder, can't you just not be like that? I mean, so extreme.
Yeah, let's talk all about that bad behaviour and how it doesn't suit any of you. I'm sorry that I don't suit you. If I was blind, would you all shout at me to see? No, that'd be harsh, but you expect me to be able to sit in a crowded pub with all the smells and sounds and people bumping into me, and that's fine. That's all fine. So, do I want that for a beautiful baby of mine? To walk around the world with its nerves jangling because you have to just put up with all of the noise and mess and smells that violate your senses at every turn and send me into anxiety attacks. Why would I wish that upon my baby? The name-calling? Weirdo? Oddbod? Freak? I don't want a baby of mine to live like that. You see what Gran has put up with?
Do you think that's why they call her names? They think she's autistic. She's not even autistic, is she? She's just a bit, you know...
Just listen to yourself. You're not much better than them.
Oh.
She hasn't got a diagnosis of anything yet. I know that. But the taunting and name-calling is still real. She pretends that she doesn't notice, but it hurts her. It hurts what we both have put up with. And as you say, my life is chaos because I can't hold a job down. Because the job can't cope with me.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be okay. You might be able to get some help. Look, come here. I think you need a hug.
No,
I know you don't want me to. Come here. Try it out. Come to me. Look, please try. Oh, no? It's okay then. You know, I still see you as 9 with your defiant chin stuck out. You wouldn't let me hug you then and you won't let me hug you now. But know that I'm here and that I have always wanted to. I love you, you daft thing.
So, now, when I get back, the time has come.
Mm-hmm.
I've promised myself that I will make the decision.
Uh-huh.
If I want to be a mother, if I want to hold a wee baby and love it, but I stand looking into the mirror, I see shadows behind my eyes and I ask myself, how can you do this knowingly after everything that I've been through? To pass that on.
You can't change or will the DNA or genetics or nature or whatever it's all called. They'll have you. And you are everything. You are that difference. You're a positive role model, autistic or otherwise. You're not a terrible person after all, Ray. And hey, that's me saying that. And if I can bring myself to admit that, you can't be that bad, eh?
Dickhead.
Arsehole.
Easy for you. You didn't want kids.
If you say so. That was another decision a lifetime ago.
Greg?
Yes, Greg.
Oh.
He already had 2 children from his ex and didn't want any more. He made that abundantly clear from the start. So I told myself that was okay, and I was so work-focused. And then when you wake up at 50 and you realise that choice isn't yours anymore. And Greg, long gone. So you live with it.
And can you live with it?
Well, we are about to find out. I'm all washed up and now unemployed and generally past it. Who's going to want to employ a spinster woman in her 50s who has only ever had one job, one way of doing things? You're not the only one that worries about labels and who you are. I feel like I'm hollow. Nothing, formless. What purpose has my life served?
That's pretty heavy language, Forbes. I really don't think you need to write yourself off yet.
Well, we will see. I've never considered another path, another way of being me. I just got up in the morning and put on the Forbia suit and played a role. I didn't even ask myself if I was happy. That didn't seem to matter. Achieving and climbing up the corporate ladder was all I had my eyes set on. I saw colleagues getting pregnant on my way up. They would leave for a year or so and come back, part-time maybe to start with, but they never managed to pick up their career again. It's stacked against you. As a woman, you can't have it all. I don't care what anyone says, you can't. There's always a cost. No, I need to think long and hard about what I'm going to do now. The grey suit doesn't fit anymore. Maybe I can become a car mechanic.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Swap the laptop for a spanner. Much more fun. Oh, shit, though. You're right.
Yep.
The whole motherhood and working thing. That's part of my decision. You know what I'm like. I can't seem to hold a job for more than 6 months before I have to move on. Well, how can I raise a child like that? I'm not even bothered about career progression like you and your power women. I just need enough to eat and be happy.
It's a shame you couldn't make it work out with Jane.
No chance. Final straw was when she couldn't face explaining my special needs to her friends. So we split up.
Special needs?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm like. I'm not good at eating, let alone in restaurants. And even if I do manage to make it through the main course, there's no way I'm sitting there long enough for dessert. Don't have enough spoons to get through.
Spoons? For the dessert? What?
No, not actual spoons, you loony.
Oh.
Resilience left, emotional energy, patience, your brain space, whatever you want to call it. And add other people into the mix, her friends, no chance. So she dumped me. She didn't want me to embarrass her.
You always did have issues around eating. It was always your thing to kick off about.
Issues. I have issues.
Do you remember that time that you pretended to break your arm to get out of eating Sunday dinner at Great Aunt Connie's?
I didn't actually do it on purpose. Well, not consciously, anyway. I fell off a drop-handled bar bike. Didn't make it up.
Yes, I know that. You'd been saying you didn't like the stench of the chicken carcass and the steam of the cabbage was making you dizzy. I remember. You wanted raw carrot, which no one agreed with, and then magically you broke your arm.
I just strained it.
And you never did eat the dinner, you wee nutter.
Gran bought me Lucozade. But thanks for your concern.
Only you.
So, anyway, it looks like if I do decide to defrost my eggs, I'm doing this alone.
Let me help. I'm alone as well. I'm always here. Look, let's face it. We don't always see eye to eye.
Ever. But that's the 6-inch height difference. Tiny. Thanks, though. Really.
Oh, come on, you. Didn't you say fish and chips? And maybe a sneaky wee beer at the pub?
Yeah, a walk will do me good. And, Forbia.
Yep.
Thanks.
For
not being a dick.
my pleasure. Come on, you diddy. Oh!
Good morning, ladies. Let's be off then.
What? Oh, what time is it?
Time to go. We've no time to lose. We have something very important to do.
You mean like actually waking up first?
Morning, Gran. Happy birthday.
Oh, yes, another birthday. Let's talk about this when we're driving. Come on, vamos!
Oh. Happy birthday, Gran. 90 is not just any birthday.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I have got something for you. It's just under the seat here. Here you go.
A book?
Yes, Gran. It's a book. You can unwrap it, you know.
Oh, you already know I won't like it. Come on, get yourselves up.
Absolutely, Gran. It's family tradition. But here I am anyway, trying my best. Don't worry, I didn't waste my time on a card.
The Secret Life of Scottish Trees.
Yes. And here's the receipt so you can return it.
Oh, don't hate it.
Oh.
Thanks, darling. You know, I might read that.
And this is from me, Gran.
Thank you, but you know I don't...
I know.
It's a very nice wind charm. I have 6 already. I don't hate the shells on it. Thank you, little fish, but I can't tell you how much I need to get on.
You are welcome.
Right. Enough nonsense. Let's get you two up and on the road now. You two must have been having a good time too, based on that.
Oh, don't. I feel like death in a microwave.
Lightweight.
Well, I've got a surprise for you both in Aviemore. If we ever get there and I don't die of old age on the spot.
Aviemore? Why are we going to Aviemore? That wasn't in the plan. Well, endless hills and nothingness. That's got to add miles onto the journey.
Aviemore is the plan. It's 80 miles away, directly through the beautiful Cairngorms. That'll sober you up. Besides, we've got something very important to do together. Trust me, hurry up.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Sounds good. Hey, Gran, how was Sugar last night? Did you have fun?
Always, darling. We had a great time. Hadn't seen each other since Greenham Common in 1982.
Oh,
Yeah, she still had the bandana that I gave her.
bloody hell. 40 years to hold on to a bandana. Must have been some event.
Oh, it certainly was, Angel. Peace and love.
And mistletoe.
Yes, mistletoe. She's given me some seeds that I can use when we get back, and she has blessed them for abundance.
Oh,
I've got a good feeling about my new business venture.
Well, I hope you've got patience. I googled it and it takes 3 years for grafts to take.
This won't, darling. It's magic. Now, seriously. Now, I really, really must go now.
Magic mistletoe.
brilliant. I look forward to seeing it sprout.
God, you two are just plain crazy. It won't work. Anyway, I'm not getting up. I need tea and toast at least before I can get out of this so-called bed.
Forbia, I need you to get up. Up. I need you to leave. When will you learn? I need you to leave. I need to
Gran,
leave.
are you
Gran,
okay?
If you set yourself
Gran.
limitations...
Gran,
all
you're
that you
tugging at your
limit
hair. Are you okay?
is yourself.
You're worrying me.
Gran,
No.
Ray,
wanna go.
Ray, is she okay? Is she having a seizure or something, or a stroke?
Gran.
What?
Let's sit down, darling. Look,
No.
she's stimming Forbia. We need to calm her down. Gran,
need to get
come on,
on.
let's
Need
get
to
sat
get
down.
on.
She wanted to leave and we didn't. Now
God.
she's not coping. She tried to tell us.
Stimming?
Leaving was
What's
important.
stimming?
and
Get
now
it
this.
stopped. I don't like
Go.
it.
To go. Yes.
It's not about what
Yes.
you like, Forbia. When she feels safe again, she will stop. Let's give her some space and get her
Fuck
out
is
of here. That's what she
stimming?
was asking for.
Answer me.
It's what autistic people
It's all
do.
right, it's all right.
It's repetitive self-stimulation. She's trying to manage her overload. It's okay. You just let her be. You bite your nails. That's a form of stimming. So is finger clicking, flapping arms, rocking,
But
grunting
Gran's not
repetitively.
autistic.
things
Why
like
do you
that.
keep saying that?
Correction, Gran has not been diagnosed as autistic. It's okay, we're getting the van ready. Gran, we'll leave in a few minutes. You just sit down.
What does that matter?
Breathe
A diagnosis.
slowly.
You lot are obsessed with labels and self-analysis.
Let's just go.
Forbia, get your stuff together. We need to leave. A diagnosis matters a lot. Knowing matters, even if it's self-diagnosis. Look,
I want that.
can you just... It's maybe genetic
Please,
autism.
please.
Gran,
Let's just... I cannot. And I will not. No, I will not be here
Gran,
anymore.
but we
I cannot.
haven't even...
I cannot.
Gran!
No.
Forbia, Gran needs to leave. We need to leave. It's not negotiable anymore, and it doesn't matter if it suits your plan or expectations of what you think we should or shouldn't do. It's time to leave. So she will be fine once we get on the road.
But you think everyone's autistic since you got diagnosed. The world is not autistic.
Forbia, literal. Belt up.
Oh, Gran, even for you, this is pretty out there.
Trust me, Forbia. This is exactly where you're meant to be right now.
Sat in the grass in the middle of a random housing estate in Aviemore, next to a few old stones. Oh, yes. My life has come to this. Just give me a can of super strength cider and my demise will be complete.
You know very well that this is a stone circle. It's sacred.
Oh, yes, very. The sign says that they sacrificed humans here.
No, it doesn't say that. It says that they may have cremated human bones placed in it. Behave, Forbia. It's Gran's birthday, and if this is what she wants to do, then...
Oh, girls, your silence, please.
People are looking at us. Look there. That curtain just twitched. And why on earth would you put a stone circle in the middle of a housing estate?
Silence. I need concentration. Sugar sent us here for a reason. Trust. Girls, the first step in our journey this afternoon is in the cards. I'm going to pass you the deck of tarot cards, and I want you to take 2 cards. The first card, lay it in front of you on the ground. It is where you find yourself.
Wow.
Then take a second card and lay it over the first to make a cross. This card represents what's blocking you. Here, Forbia, take the deck first.
Thanks, I think. Okay, shuffled.
Now fan them out in front of you and choose the cards with your left hand, as your left hand is connected to your heart and shows your true intention.
Okay. Here we go. Now what?
Now I would like you to turn over the first card so that we can see what it is without rotating it in any way. The direction of the card is important.
Okay, here goes. The Hermit. Great! This is looking positive. A fucking sodding hermit.
Now wait! This card is a major arcana card, a big and significant card. When the hermit appears in a spread, he tells us that you're entering a time of self-reflection and that you need to remove yourself from your typical surroundings to do this. Give yourself time and space to go inside and find your true meaning.
What about my job? What does it mean for my job?
The hermit tells us, from a career point of view, that you've been putting too much investment into your career and materialism,
No shit.
but that it no longer satisfies you. Now let's see what's blocking you. Turn over the second card.
Okay, it says IXX. A guy standing next to a load of poles with a bandage on his head. Great, I'm going to bang my head. Perfect.
This is the 9 of Wands. Wands speak of action and doing. It is a minor card, unlike the hermit. You see the man in the card, see him? Mm-hmm. He is battle-weary, but he is still standing, awaiting a potential enemy, maybe. But the key here is that you do have the energy to see this through, even though you do doubt it. Take some time to find out what you really want, Forbia, and gather your strength. The fight at work is not over yet, but you will come out the other side. Never doubt it.
You have more faith in me than I have.
Galvanise, Forbia.
Right, thanks. I'll just rock up then, will I?
Little fish, now it's your turn. You know what to do.
Okay, Gran, let's have the deck. Right. 1 and this one, I think.
Let's see the first one.
Great start. The Fool. Reversed.
And as you know, when I read cards, I always say when a card is reversed, it takes you back to the card before to learn the lesson before you can carry on.
Yeah, but there is nothing before the Fool. He starts it at 0.
But darling, nothing starts at 0. Everything in life is circular. The Fool represents the start of a new journey, but because he's reversed, he must first learn the lessons of the card before.
Right.
This card is the World, card 21 of the Major Arcana. Let me lay the World next to your Fool.
Okay.
The World represents the culmination of achievement. You need to stop and take stock of all that you've accomplished before you can be the Fool again. And because the Fool is reversed here, you really need to consider and think before you act. This is not a time where you take action on a whim. You've an important life choice ahead of you. Don't enter this lightly. Now, what blocks you?
The Ace of Wands.
Good news and new beginnings, should you dare to embrace the energy, but you have to accept the challenge wholeheartedly. It's a new chapter, little one, but I can't stress enough, you have to be ready, really ready. That is it. Now for some tea.
Thanks, Gran. Tea sounds good.
Sugar made it for us, for clarity. Here, it's eye bright.
Great. Herbal tea, my favourite.
It's important that we all drink together for shared clarity.
Ooh. How about you, Gran? Take a card. It's your birthday, after all. Let me help you. There, cut the deck. Thank you. Right, let's see what you have. Judgment. That's heavy.
Judgment tells us that a period of self-awareness has been achieved and that karmic lessons have been completed. Calm evaluation is possible.
Do you know what this is about, Gran? This just sounds like a cryptic horoscope.
Maybe. Now drink your tea before it gets too cold.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't. Stop.
I'm splashing your forehead and eyes and yours and mine with the tea.
Oh, okay.
It's a spell to gain clarity. Oh, you're good girls. Such good girls. Really, really.
And I used to be normal.
Cheers to clarity. Merry birthday, Gran.
Yeah.
Oh, can you sew cushions and can you sew sheets and can you sing Balulu when the bairn greets and he and tall birdie and he and tall lamb and he and tall birdie my bonny wee lamb.
Oh,
I remember that song.
yes, it was always a favourite of yours and your mum's before you.
When exactly did you move up to Scotland, Gran?
Oh, when I was 20, love. When I married your granddad, he insisted on it.
Why on earth did you get married so young? You don't strike me as the kind of woman who would want to do that. You always seem so headstrong.
Well, I haven't always been, my angel. Well, when I was growing up, your great-grandma didn't have much time for me. She said I was slow and wouldn't amount to much.
Slow? You? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I didn't do well at school. I was daydreaming and looking out the window. I always had something better to think about than the nonsense that was being written on the chalkboard. No, I was never any good at maths. They used to call me a dunce.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't do anything right, so I just amused myself in my head. They didn't worry too much about girls back then anyway.
Nice.
So I left as soon as I could, and meeting your granddad and running off with him suited me just fine.
How did you meet him if he lived in Glasgow?
Well, he was staying with his cousin for the summer in Penrith. I was a regular at the swimming baths. It was how I used to try and work off my frustration. I'd swim 100 lengths, back and forth, powering up and down the lane, thinking, planning, scheming, willing something to change, wanting escape. And on one of my gulps for air, I stuck my head up and there he was. Oh, he had the most brilliant of blue eyes.
Oh.
Your eyes, Forbia. Yes, like deep pools of azure heaven. Well, that was me, smitten. He and his cousin had spotted me and they swam over. He told me I had the best set of white teeth he'd ever seen. Oh, 2 months later we were married, and I was living in Glasgow at the house I live in now with his mum and 2 sisters.
Wow. So you got your escape.
In some ways, though. When you will things on, you have to beware of what you are wishing for. I escaped one life.
It's a bit hot in here, Ray. Please, can you turn the heating down? Oh, God, I wish my phone worked. I just feel so claustrophobic here.
You mean the heating that doesn't work and isn't on? It's not hot.
Oh, just open the window then. I need to be able to breathe in here. It's all just coming in.
Open them yourself. Wind the handle down. Sorry that they don't work with voice activation like yours do.
And here I am, 70 years later, still in Scotland. Although they've never accepted me, we Sassenach. I will always be English, an outsider, different. That's why I went off on frequent adventures with friends. I couldn't settle. Not really. There was always something inside me driving me on, getting me to wonder what was around the corner.
Ray, Ray, you're going to have to stop the van.
What?
Stop the van now. I feel...
Okay.
I feel sick.
Okay.
I feel sick.
I'm pulling over. Come on, let's get you out. You're drip white. Come on.
I just feel so... I can't breathe. Get this off me. Get my jumper. Get it off.
Okay, got it. Gran, can you grab me the bag from your sandwiches?
Oh, sure, honey. There you go.
What?
Here.
No.
Breathe into
fuck.
this.
Shh. It's happening again. Like the last time, it just creeps in.
Forbia, you are having a panic attack. You're inhaling oxygen too fast, okay? Breathe into this bag and take your expelled carbon dioxide back in to balance it back out, okay?
No, I can't, don't.
I know it's hard and you're filling with adrenaline. Your hands will start to clamp shut soon if you hyperventilate. I know you don't want to, but take the bag. Take the bag, Forbia. Come on, look, try to slow down your breath and slow down your thoughts. Imagine that you're pushing your anxiety into this bag and away from you. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Slowing down, that's it. Oh, that's it. Brilliant. Well done. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's all going to be okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's it. Oh, back in the room. Well done. Oh, that was a tough one.
Shit, that was awful. I felt the floor coming up in me. I still can't.
Oh, it's okay.
Breathe.
It's okay. Take your time. No rush. It's okay.
Here, honey, some water with a
Thanks.
nip of valerian.
God,
to
that
help
was
level
awful.
you out. Yeah, you had a bit of a shock there. Anxiety attacks can be brutal.
I don't do anxiety. I'm not like you two.
What? Not human? Are you kidding me? You don't have to be autistic to have anxiety. Lots of people, high up and successful people, have anxiety.
You daft tart.
I just want to be okay again.
Thing is, Forbia, you are okay. You are so okay. You just can't see it right now. And what you also can't see is that we're not so dissimilar after all. My meltdowns over food, smells, visitors, and God knows what else. Gran stimming to gain control, and you having a panic attack. We're all just people trying. trying our best.
I've lost everything.
No, you have lost what you had, but it doesn't serve you anymore. It's time to heal.
Oh, Gran.
Oh, sweetheart.
I feel so lost, so adrift.
Oh, I know, darling. Within 20 miles, we will be at the end of our road trip in Crevy. And this, my darling, is just the start for you. For both of you. You both have big and exciting challenges ahead of you. You need to rest and repair. And then give the world horns.
Well, Gran, you said that you wanted to be on the beach for your birthday. Whilst this may not be miles of sand dunes, it certainly is a rugged and beautiful end to our journey.
Oh, love. Oh, it certainly is. It's breathtaking. And the hot chocolate in a tin mug's exactly what the doctor ordered. Oh, my two favourite people. Miles away from the noise and crazy. On the edge of the world.
Well, the edge of Aberdeenshire. But who's splitting hairs?
It always feels so freeing to stare out to sea. Like anything's possible. Endlessness of the view.
Imagine living here, right now, suspended in this moment.
Yeah, you wouldn't last 5 minutes up here without your designer shops and hair straighteners.
You know what I mean? I feel the world away, like none of it really happened.
Maybe none of it did happen. Maybe this is all that there ever was.
Okay, now you two are worrying me.
I've got an idea. Why don't we each pick up a pebble and hold it and set our intent and throw it out to sea like making a wish in a whale. Send our vision out there. Remove our limitations, eh?
Okay, who are you again and what did you do with my sister?
A splendid idea.
Right. Who wants to go first? Oh, maybe we should go in age order and Gran can go last as it's her birthday.
Oh, great. I get to bare my soul first, whilst you both laugh at me.
No. This is a supportive environment. You get to speak and receive love.
You sure that was valerian you gave her, Gran?
Go ahead, Ray. Let's do this together.
Okay. Right, I need a pebble. Right. Okay, this looks like a good one. Okay. Okay, little pebble. I set my intention upon you. I am going to be a mother. And my little eggs will be loved and adored for the very people that they become. And I do not fear the 8 little letters plus 4. I embrace you. I am you. I love you. All fucking tastic.
Well done, little fish. Well done. Now, take this limpet shell and know that it imbues you with the courage, confidence and strength you'll need in your journey to motherhood. I love you.
I love you too, Ray. And your icicle eggs.
Right, your turn. Go on.
Okay. Here's my pebble. So, my intention is actually a proposal, Ray. I have a proposal for you.
Really? Okay.
My intention is to buy Grace, this campervan, from your artist friend and save it from a life of being a static sculpture. Because that is no life for a campervan. I'll drop you two off in Inverness. You can get the train back to Glasgow. Grace and I are going to drive the North Coast 500 from there, and that's it. That's my plan. The no-plan plan. To drive and look at the amazing scenery and just be for once.
That's, wow. I never expected that. Grace. Oh, I'm not even going to ask.
Because, Ray, that's what you have. Grace. And all that you face, with all of your challenges and detractors, you rise above it all with grace. And I want your energy with me as I travel and work out what's next for me. That's my intention. So, little pebble, into the sea you go.
I don't quite know what to say.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. Now take this piece of driftwood. It represents a wand. The staff that you cling to in the tarot card, the 9 of Wands. You have a battle ahead, but you have all the tools that you need. Hold it when you need to be brave. Oh, Forbia, I love you. Onwards!
Yeah. Yes, I will. Thank you. Thank you both. For the journey, for the clarity. It's been...
I know. It's turned you into a bloody hippie. Of all things, Forbia, you.
Shut
a hippie.
your gob.
I'm not sure that's how hippies talk.
And now, with all of the energy and powers that I possess, on the 90th anniversary of my birth, at the edge of this world and the next, I too accept my card and my clarity. For myself, for you, Ray, darling, and all of your frozen babies that are yet to manifest and pass on our completely incomprehensible family traditions. I accept who I am, and I am ready to stand up and be counted.
Yes.
Give me my 8 letters. Tell me I'm autistic, and God only knows what else. Maybe a whole alphabet. I am ready to discuss an assessment and join the voices and raise awareness.
Yes.
So, world, if you are ready for me, take my pebble, my sincerest intentions, and diagnose this! My darlings, my darlings,
I seem to sparkle a little bit more than anybody else.
Thank you for listening to Kitty, written and directed by Samantha Grierson Schwartz. Kitty was played by Miriam Margolyes, Forbia by Lorraine McIntosh, and Ray by Jenny Hulse. Sound production was by Jack Townley. The theme tune, Fur Coat Queen, by Megan Black. Executive producer, Lise Grierson Schwartz. If you'd like to listen to Mole and Crocodile, they're also part of the So Crocodile Trilogy. Thank you for listening.
And fur coat queen, I believe you'll give me something more to say. And fur coat queen, you're the closest thing to perfect that I've found. And when you tell me that you love me, we'll find a way to make some common ground. My fur coat queen, I believe you got a thing or two to teach me. And fur coat queen, I believe you gave me something more say